it's Gojira Prime here with a little video, and today I just want to go through a little news article in regard to something that's making its way across the internet in regard to Facebook and Twitter and Blue Sky and a few other places, and it's in regard to Funko. Apparently the company is in some major problems. But before I do go through the article I've chosen to go through today, as always, I do have a Facebook page, Gojira Prime, where I do post images of the figures in my collection, links to any videos I do, and anything else I do find of interest. I also have a Blue Sky page and obviously the YouTube channel. So if you do have the time, do please find those pages, hit like, hit subscribe, and do please feel free to comment on anything that I do post. Now, I am not a massive Funko collector. I do like Funkos. I have some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Funkos. I have some Masters of the Universe Funkos. I've got some Godzilla Funkos and some My Hero Academia. I also have a Knight Rider Funko, the vehicle one with David Hasselhoff in kit, and also a jumbo-sized Nightmare Before Christmas one. So I have nothing against Funkos. In fact, I think they're a really good way for people to get into collecting things that aren't massively too expensive. And even my daughter likes Funkos. She specifically likes the Hello Kitty ones, since she's massively into Hello Kitty, and they look really, really cute. But Funko announces major concerns about company's future. The company behind the popular Pop figures reports devastating financial losses and admits there's doubt about its future. Now, from what I see, this might be nothing new. A few people have commented that this is not the first time Funko have faced financial difficulties, but they've been able to come through it in the past. But we'll just have a look at this article. So, the beloved collectibles company behind those ubiquitous Pop vinyl figures is facing a financial crisis that has executives questioning whether the brand can survive another year. Funko, which has been synonymous with pop culture merchandise over the past decade, has revealed mounting debts and catastrophic losses that paint a troubling picture for the company's future. The numbers tell a stark story of decline. During the second quarter of 2025, Funko hemorrhaged a staggering $41 million, while the third quarter showed improvement with losses just under $1 million. This still represents a devastating reversal from the same period in 2024, when the company enjoyed a healthy $8.9 million profit. So something in the last 12 months has gone awry for them, and they've ended up losing a hell of a lot of money. The company's overall revenue has also taken a significant hit, dropping from $292.8 million to $250.9 million year over year. The vast majority of these losses stemmed from the United States market, where Funko has traditionally found its strongest customer base. In a sobering filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Funko acknowledged that what many industry watchers have feared. The company stated that there is a substantial doubt whether its ability to continue as a going concern for the next 12 months. This admission came after Funko had already renegotiated terms on several outstanding loans following earlier devastating losses, suggesting even these revised arrangements may not be enough to steady the ship. Here's where we probably get to the explanation as to why things are going wrong. Funko executives point to multiple factors contributing to the company's struggles. The retail environment has become increasingly challenging, with major retailers slowing their restocking process, maintaining lower inventory levels, and in some cases cancelling orders altogether. The company has also cited tariffs as a significant burden, noting that these trade policies reduce net sales, gross margin, and net income, while potentially impacting consumer discretionary spending in future periods. In other words, people are tightening their belts. The company's business model may also be part of the problem. Funko has licensed an extensive range of intellectual property spanning Marvel, DC, comics, the Muppets, Stranger Things, and countless other franchises. Basically, they are paying exorbitant amounts of money to the companies that own IPs to make these Funko Pops. I mean, when you think about it, they have so many different Funkos out there. You've got, I mean, like I said, you've got DC, Marvel, Muppets, Stranger Things, Transformers, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Godzilla, music bands, TV series. They make Funkos for virtually everything you can think of in regard to pop culture. And it must cost them a fortune for these licenses. While this wide-ranging approach once seemed like a strength, consumers, yeah, I mean, they say that because, by casting such a wide net, they were appealing to as many fans of as many different franchises as possible. But now it looks like it's coming back to bite them in the ass. While this wide-ranging approach once seemed like a strength, consumers may now be overwhelmed by the constant flood of new releases or simply running out of physical space to display their collections. Like I said, I like Funko Pops. I do get Funko Pops, but I don't go out buying every Funko Pop. I have a list of ones I would like to get, and that's it. I don't go overboard. I mean, like I said, I collect the Godzilla one. There are only 4 Godzilla ones I wanted. Maybe 5, including the Jumbo one from the most recent line of Godzilla ones they did. I've got all the Turtles ones I wanted. I've got most of the He-Man ones. The My Hero Academia, I'm not getting them all because there's like 100 of the damn things. So I'm only getting like a certain wave just to have a nice little display piece on the shelf. Josh Simon, who recently stepped into the CE role just 60 days ago, is striking a notably positive tone despite the circumstances. He emphasizes that the company delivered a solid third quarter performance with net sales meeting internal expectations and gross margin exceeding projections. Simon highlighted the success of the Bitty Pop line. I don't like Bitty Pops, they're too small, which earned a spot on Walmart's 2025 top toy list as a key contributor to recent performance. He also touted the company's Make Culture Pop strategy, which focuses on rapid product launches tied to trending pop culture moments. The CEO specifically pointed to K-pop Demon Hunters, a Netflix series. Well, it's a film actually, not a series, as an example of this approach in action. Funko plans to be one of the only licensees with products on shelves this holiday season for the streaming phenomenon. From what I've not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, it's not something that appeals to me directly. But from what I understand it's become an absolute sensation. It's Netflix's one of their most successful animated films of all time. So yeah, I mean, they're probably counting on that and the fact that they're going to be one of the few producers of products for K-pop Demon Hunters to help pull them out of the fire. Despite the optimistic messaging from leadership, Funko has admitted it is exploring various strategic options to address its financial challenges. Among the possibilities being considered is the potential sale of the company, though no specific details or timeline have been disclosed. As the holiday shopping season approaches, collectors and investors alike will be watching closely to see whether Funko can turn its fortunes around or if the company that transformed pop culture collecting will become another cautionary tale of overexpansion in a changing retail landscape. So, not great news for Funko. They are having some financial difficulties. Sales are down. The tariffs that are in place at the moment are hitting them. And obviously, people are tightening their belts and not buying the vast numbers of things that they were previously. However, I really do hope that they don't sell the company to someone else like Hasbro or Mattel or one of the other major big toy companies, because I think those companies have too big a share in the market already, and having only a small number of producers of toys kind of limits options and choice and competition at the end of the day. I mean, I have seen some posts on Facebook about this, and some people seem to be reveling in the fact that Funko is going to possibly go under and they'll never have to see these hateful little things ever again. But that's a very narrow point of view for me at the end of the day. In a lot of cases, I imagine Funko Pops were the thing that some collectors started collecting that's got them into other things. And, like I say, it's an easy thing to be into, and it's not a very expensive thing to be into if you're just hunting for the bog standard Funkos. I will sometimes take my daughter or I did when we had an HMV in Lancaster because it was the nearest one. We would sometimes go into Primark and see if there were any Funkos that she liked and that I liked, and it was a little bit of fun to go Funko hunting. And every time we go to the Bolton Toy Fair, or we go to the Morecambe Comic Con, or we're in Manchester, the Trafford Centre, we always go looking at Funkos because, again, it's something cheap and easy to do, collecting wise. So, unlike a lot of people on social media, I don't think the demise of Funko would be a good thing. I think it would be a bad thing um, in general. I would certainly miss seeing them on the shelves. I don't have a hatred for them. Like I say, there are only a few that I do want, but you also got to bear in mind as well the fact a lot of independent traders do sell a lot of Funkos. So it's going to be a loss of sales for them. Also, if Funko does go under, how many people are going to lose their jobs at the end of the day? There's that too. But, let me know in the comment section. Do you collect Funko Pops? Are you bothered about the demise of Funko? Do you care about the demise of Funko? Do let me know in the comment section. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and have a very, very nice day.